Alright, now we've made it to the Queen's Gambit Declined challenge level. And in this one we're going to look at the Cambridge Springs variation trap against the Queen's Gambit. So once again we're looking from the black side. So we all remember that the Queen's Gambit starts d4, d5, and c4. And now you could take the pawn, Queen's Gambit accepted, but we are going to decline the Gambit. Queen's Gambit declined. Knight comes out, our knight comes out, bishop comes out, and we set the trap. Now knight from b to d7 to set the trap and leave our d-pawn hanging. In the last video, we saw what happens if white tries to win that d-pawn. They end up losing a piece. But instead we face a clever opponent who plays pawn to e3. They see what's coming. I played in a tournament one time against a young opponent who kind of smirked at me in this position and then played e3, thinking, I've escaped your little attempt at a trap. Well, guess what? He's going to fall into this next one. So now I needed to protect my pawn because he was actually threatening to take it now that his king had an escape square. And my opponent did the usual move in a Queen's Gambit. His bishop came out. And I brought my queen out, which does three things for me. Number one, it escapes the pin on my knight that was on f6 being pinned. Number two, it creates a pin of his knight. And number three, it creates an X-ray attack along that fifth rank. My opponent played the move that's usual if I'm playing the main line, but I'm not playing the main line. I'm playing the Cambridge Springs. And my opponent played knight from g to e2. And now that allows me to spring the trap. I played d takes c4, and suddenly both bishops are under attack. Now there's one more trick to this, because when they take at f6, if you recapture that bishop at f6, then it was just a trade. They get to take your pawn at c4. But if you play c takes d3, white still has two pieces under attack, and you are winning material. So queen takes, for example, knight takes here, you have three pieces, white only has two. And that is the Cambridge Springs trap in the Queen's Gambit Declined. I'll check you later.